Hello and welcome to all you Aquarians. This is your monthly horoscope for November of 2020, where we have eclipses, where we have Mars going direct, where we have Jupiter-Pluto conjoining with each other. What does it all mean? And specifically, what does it mean for the Aquarian? Now, let's start with the eclipses. The eclipses are not life-changing for the Aquarians because it's not happening in key areas of your life, but it's happening in one of the best houses that it can happen, which is your fifth house, where Gemini is. So we're going to have on the 30th of November, but you feel it the whole month. We're going to have an eclipse in a full moon in Gemini. So the moon will be in Gemini together with the North Node in your fifth house, and it opposes the Sun and the South Node in your 11th house. So, fifth house is a house of romance. It's the house of projects, new businesses starting up. It's the house of children. So, all of these areas that could be like a culmination there. It could be really, as the moon is with the North Node, this is like something new starting. So, for those of you who are single, this is amazing energy to start a new relationship. And it can be really this very witty, enjoyable, lively relationship, because it's in Gemini. It's very light, it's very playful, so you can enjoy that for sure. When you are already in a relationship, it can mean that there is like something that there could be children, there could be not only the birth of a child, but it could also mean that your child is going through something that is brand new, and that has to do with a new cycle, and this has a knock-on effect on you as well, feeling also very rejuvenated, so to speak. So all this energy about the eclipses, as Gemini goes very well with your sign, Aquarius, this is not have to be this fated events happening for you and whatnot. This is lively and very light energy for you. But of course, very important is the Mars going direct as well on the 15th of, oh, by the way, of those of you who want to know a bit more about these eclipses, they belong to the Saros cycle 4 South, and this is all about relationships and a bit fated relationships, basically. And certainly for you, when you meet someone new, or a new relationship can show its culmination there with because it's about strong feelings and strong emotions, this eclipse. Anyway, now what else is going on? This Mars going direct finally on the 15th of November in your third house. This Mars direct in your third house, and especially when it bumped in towards Pluto and Saturn and whatnot, could have made it for you a bit tougher to speak your truth and to say what you want to say. And you must have sometimes felt that you have to, those tongues, they were sharp, and you had to be very careful of what you were saying. But it's still like that, because this Mars is still next month gonna bump into Pluto again. But now you feel, to say the least, that you're going a bit more forwards, and that but with perseverance and a lot of courage, you can say what you need to say. With Mars there around the midst of the month and onwards, it's definitely a good time to show some courage, to learn something new, to start something new that needs a bit of skills there, to teach and learn, and you have more now getting a bit momentum, but still it's quite tough. It demands a lot of your effort to do this still up until the end of the year for sure. But it can also mean that you getting very, or wanting to get more active in the neighborhood, or wanting to get like the third house is also communication, so maybe networking, maybe a website, or doing something in the environment, or having more a connection that is worked hard on, that considers neighbors and siblings. So it's still going a bit rough and tough, and it demands a lot of focus, but encourage, but there is momentum now, and especially after the midst of November, and that is good. Now, last but not least, also Mercury goes direct on the 3rd to 4th of the month, and it's going to bump into Uranus for the 3rd time in your 10th house of work. For those of you who wanted to make changes when it comes to work, who had like missing pieces of the puzzle when it comes to work, didn't know what to do, now it's on, bang on. Certainly after, let's say, the 17th of the month, because that's going to be the last time that Mercury touches Uranus. It does that for 3 times, the 7th of October, the 20th of October, and now the last time, which will be the 17th of November. Mercury, the planet of insight, the planet of information, bumps into Uranus. So there's new insights, things that are going to be revealed for you when it considers work, maybe a situation at work, that there are some secrets going on there. It's going to be revealed. And but I think in a good way, it's also good for you to find your truth when it comes to work, because you're also going to have Venus entering your 10th house of work on the 21st of November. So if you were thinking about making changes at work, definitely around that time is a good time to do so, because you have all the pieces of the puzzle. Before that, you're still a little bit in, I don't know, is this going on? You know, this scorpionic kind of, you have to dig a bit deeper, or timing is not right yet before you've got all the pieces of information. But definitely could also be love at work, you know, with Venus there at 10th house. You could have a crush on someone at work, or and vice versa. I mean, it could be definitely with Mercury going retrograde there, Venus there, good conversations, quite passionate, quite intense as well. A lot of passion going on at work. For some of you, that can be an indicator. Whatever it is, there is truth coming out, there is authenticity coming out, and it can all happen quite fast because of Uranus there. Last but not least, Jupiter conjoins with Pluto on the 12th of November in your 12th house. So it's like on an unconscious level, you're getting help there. You're getting support, whether it is from angels, whether it is from God, whether it is from deceived, you know, family that you're still connected to and that have passed away. There is like the secret unconscious or on another outer worldly support there with Jupiter conjoining with Pluto. So you could have really a spiritual experience around the 12th of November. If it's not that, if you're saying, yeah, I'm watching horoscopes, but I'm quite rational, this could simply mean that you're finding more meaning in relaxing, you're finding more meaning in taking time for yourself and enjoying that, basically. So quite a lively month with a bit of everything going on there, for sure. There's also a new moon in your 10th house of work, also around when Mars goes direct, so around the 15th of November. So you've got a lot of new starts possible there when you want to change your, it can also mean not only work, but changing your public state. So you could get divorced, for instance, or you could get married, or you could from no children to one child, or for, you know, your public the public view is changing here because of the new moon and all that activity there with Venus and Mercury in your 10th house. Having said that, I wish you a very good month, dear Aquarians. All the best to you, and see you next month. Bye bye. Thanks for watching.